All right, welcome to the Explainer. Now, today we're doing something, well, a little different. We're going to break down a news report, but not from the past. Nope. This one's from a pretty plausible near future. Let's see what the headlines could look like in just a couple of years.
So the source for this whole thing? It's a fictional news dispatch dated April 4th, 2026. And it focuses on just one single day. But what a day. According to this report, it's the day the entire world of gaming and tech just got turned completely upside down. And get this is the line that kicks off the whole report. It tells you right away that what happened wasn't just, a few new gadgets being announced. No, these were massive, fundamental shifts in how we even relate to technology. So yeah, let's break down exactly what went down.
Okay, so the first story is probably the one that feels the most real, the most grounded. It's a solution to a problem that gamers have been complaining about for, decades. You know the one. What on earth do you do with all those digital games you're finished with?
So according to this future report, Sony files a patent for a system called Smart Resell, and it's for their next-gen console, the PS6. And here's the cool part. It uses blockchain to turn your digital game purchases into these unique, tradable tokens. It basically creates a digital library that you actually own, and more importantly, that you can sell.
In the process, they made it sound super simple. You buy a game, it becomes this unique token that's yours. Finish it, or just get bored of it, and you can just list that token on the official PlayStation Marketplace. Bam! An official, secure way to sell your used digital games. But, of course, there's a catch. And this is where the business model gets really clever. For every single resale, Sony and the publisher get an automatic 30% cut. Just think about that. One digital game could get sold 10 different times, and they're making money on every single one of those transactions. I mean, this is the kind of economic move that could finally be the nail in the coffin for physical discs.
But the news on this day went way beyond just money and economics. It dove headfirst into pure sensory immersion. The next big wave of tech wasn't about what's in your digital wallet, it was about what you literally feel in your own body.
So two huge announcements dropped. The first one, from Boston Dynamics, is all about simulating forces acting on your body from the outside. But the second one, from Apple, is the flip side. It's about the game world responding to what's happening inside you. I mean, these are two totally different but equally powerful ideas.
You know Boston Dynamics, right? The company with those incredible, kind of scary robots? Well, they unveiled something called the G-Suit. And listen, this is not just some vibrating vest. No way. This is a full-body exoskeleton. We're talking robotic motors that create real physical resistance. So a virtual sword actually feels heavy, and a huge rifle kicks back so hard it can literally knock you off your feet.
And this is where things get straight up cyberpunk. The suit's official safety warning flat out says that if a hacker got control of it, they could use it to cause actual physical harm to you, like broken bones. All of a sudden, cybersecurity isn't about your bank account anymore, it's about your body. The stakes just got intensely personal.
At the same time, Apple drops their biometric engine. What it does is connect games directly to your Apple Watch. So now the game is reading your vital signs in real time. Is your heart rate going through the roof in a horror game? Well, the game's AI might actually dial things back a bit, give you a quiet moment to breathe. On the other hand, is it sensing you're getting bored? Boom! It might trigger a surprise attack. The game director is literally your own nervous system.
Okay, and this is where the news report starts to take a much darker turn. Because the next piece of tech we're going to talk about, it wasn't about making the human experience better. It was about replacing the human. Entirely.
And here it is, the bombshell of the day. During an esports world final, a pro player, goes by the name CypherNet, was caught cheating. But not with some hack or software, no. He was using a Neuralink implant, a brain implant. He was sending commands straight from his brain to the mouse, completely skipping his own nervous system.
And the data shows you exactly why this is so completely game-breaking. Just look at the input lag. A top-tier human pro has a reaction time of what? 180 to 200 milliseconds? The guy with the Neuralink? 45 milliseconds. That's 4 times faster. It's an inhuman advantage. And just like that, you have the first official cyborg athlete. And the league had no choice. They had to hand out a lifetime ban.
And as if that wasn't crazy enough, Microsoft quietly rolls out a new feature in Windows 12. It's called Copilot Gamer. And this isn't some third-party app. It's an AI built right into the operating system.
It literally watches you play, learns your style, and then when you step away from the keyboard, it takes over for you. It'll just keep grinding levels or farming for items, playing exactly like you.
The impact was, well, immediate. Leaked data from game servers showed that for some games, almost 60% of the active players online were just this new Windows AI. Suddenly, actual humans were the minority in their own games. And what happens then? Well, the in-game economies, which are all built on scarcity and human effort, they just started to completely collapse.
And that brings us to the final, and honestly, the most catastrophic story from this single day. A total collapse, one that threatened the very idea of owning anything digital.
3. Just 3 minutes. That's all it took for a group of anonymous hackers to bring the entire Steam marketplace, one of the biggest digital economies on the planet, completely to its knees.
How'd they do it? The report says they used a quantum computer. And with that kind of insane processing power, they didn't just steal a few items. They broke the entire system of value. They got into the marketplace and just reset the price of every single item to zero. We're talking $1,000 weapon skins, basic trading cards, everything. And then they just gave it all away for free. And they left a message behind. It was a clear statement, right? A devastating attack not just on a company, but on the very idea that digital things have value. In the blink of an eye, a multi-million-dollar economy just vanished. Poof, gone.
So, what does all this mean? I mean, when you take these 4 stories, which seem totally separate, and you put them all together, a really clear and frankly powerful picture starts to emerge. The big takeaway is this. The lines we thought existed, they're completely gone. We're not just talking about better graphics or higher frame rates anymore. Not even close. We're talking about a full-on merger of biology and machine code. Our own bodies are becoming the hardware. AI is taking over the economy. Entertainment, money, and our own physiology, it's all becoming the same thing.
And that's how the report ends, with this one question. See, it's not really about whether this tech is good or bad. It's about facing the fact that it's coming. This future, the one that used to be pure science fiction, it's becoming our reality. And that question, are we ready for it, is more urgent now than it has ever been.